So I don't know what you ended up referring was talking about. I don't know, because I just saw the stream, the camera going into basically it turned off. Basically, I mean the stream. Why would you put it right in the middle? Just bloody hell. City of Glasgow, I'm so. I was not expecting to arrive here. I was expecting to arrive a bit further down, but at least. So it's interesting that I bought coffees from a roaster I've done maybe 2 reviews for. Shout out as well but to like the big giants in Mashhad, which like people know them as the, like I know them as the mafias of the coffee industry in Iran. What's up? And yeah, and I placed both of my bottles in my suitcase, my main one, that goes under the belly. 2 days later, once I came back to the UK, I can't find it. I'm like, what the F? All of a sudden, turns out my mum exchanged it for something else. Like, I paid roughly almost like £3 or £4 for 80 grams each. And for that price, that coffee, I've seen everywhere else in the UK, same flavour profile, being at least 30 odd quid. Like, I was like, damn. I was like I had like, it was an El Pariso, an aerobic kind of coffee, but there was a El Divicio coffee that I had in Zenor, which they were good at it. Like, it was a different region in Colombia, but it was still the same processes. It had slightly different feels and like acidity than the El Pariso one, but I spent basically £7 something for the cup only. Then the entire 80 grams I got in Iran was less than 4 quid. It was like a deep emotional damage, because I bought that fresh, and the reason that I bought it fresh was to use it here, because I now have a grinder, and she's now here. She didn't bring it. I'm like, damn, another investment lost. But at least next year I'm hoping not to go to Iran, mainly because of summer. I'd rather not go in the summer days because of one specific reason, which is heat. Yeah, I really want to site is bugged again. Damn. the second that I just wanted to sit down for a second, the error just, nah, you're allowed to sit, man. F. At least I know that it's dead. That's the only benefit. Like, I don't have any like vibration to say it's dead, but at least the screen does turn on when it does. But yeah, for now, for the time being, I don't know if BT has any SIM card kind of contracts. I feel like it does, but at the same time I don't know how to trust it. Those students almost killed themselves. Damn. Staffs have the kind of matrix left blink kind of concept. The wave version. I mean, like, I've seen them. It's a cool feature. I mean, like, you barely see it now, and it used to be a thing on maybe or 10 years ago on the matrix LED on the Audi. Ooh. But $8,000, I don't mind spend that on being a lorry driver, like, because I got pissed off seeing, like, to become a licensed tour guide, 2 years and at $8,000, same college that I go. I'm like, fucking hell, imagine having a degree in travel and tourism and forced to be like doing that. I'm like, I'm pissed off because that just sounds like money grab to me. But that it looks packed. I mean, unless Sizzle, okay. Did they just rebranded the half spot? Because it didn't. This was here, at least. I don't I'm off, but not today, but in general wise. The only place I know has it is only in somewhere in the city centre that has the ice cold noodle kind of stuff. Okay, let's see how can we do this. Way as well later, but why does everybody look confused? I just didn't care to look into the thingy. Let's see what time are they open till. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's see. Oh. Mission successful for now. I'm gonna try and do this first. Definitely has a New York kind of Christmassy vibe interior. That kind of warm.
You ready to order?
I want a latte.
A latte, yeah.
Let's see what the price is like. We'll check that. $3.80, okay. Espresso $2.10. You can choose your bread for panini. Imagine a focaccia panini. Take you out for a bit so you also relax a bit. If I remember how to get this thing out, as usual I forget. But yeah, that's not working. It's been a while that I wanted to come here, but I'm not sure if the stream will let me or not, but I'm always like, the next door, one of the next doors, once you go inside the stream is dead. It's just a bit of emotional damage. It's not entering. The espresso and the latte doesn't match the price points because I'm not expecting good coffee for $2.10. $2.10 for espresso does not sound good. I mean, it sounds to me like a commercial. But the sandwiches does sound interesting. But let's see. That's a bit different. filming, so I'm actually check my email for a second. Let the cafe come. This place is more like it's by the interior design. It's like a classic Italian kind of phrase, no phrase, psycho kind of cafe. Yeah, that's very hot. Probably not my drinking temperature because I will burn myself. But it is. I'm the only person that's in this kind of outfit. Middle of January is wild to be in this kind of outfit. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's that Chinese mini supermarket is up to, because they've done something in their front side, so I think it's just going to be like a dessert parlor kind of thing concept. I'm not sure, but yeah. Let me actually see how I used to work there. Guardian, okay. Everybody who came from cheese mod, everybody's blue to me. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if you've done it on purpose to throw it in, but I cannot, it's too hard to identify who's who. Okay. I really want to jump off, but in same time, like, I don't know if I'm going to fall off or something. Okay, I've done something. Definitely considering getting a new phone. Because it could be time. Okay, where's the it's weirdly weird that I don't even communicate with some of my family members, just they're more far away kind of family members. I don't know what you call it. I don't know, maybe my cousins, auntie's daughter's husband. I do know him. If I do see him, I do talk to him, but in person, I think all of a sudden all of the internet is becoming better over there. Randomly I'm getting some sort of messages from them. I don't mind, but it's hilarious. Finally there's a way to communicate than one of those telephone kind of ways. It's a lot better for sure. But yeah. Let's get our notepad as well ready, but for now let's just look into what can we do for next week, because after that coffee place I don't know where to go. I mean, apart from food wise, but I mean the museums I want to go back, but I want to go back around maybe after April, once I'm basically waiting for my results. Yeah. But also, I dare you, around spring, the weather in this city is not great. It's weather of, it's the weather you would consider if it was winter, minus the snow, just the rain. but almost 16k. I mean, almost 16k, but the good thing is, last stream I was dead around this time. It's like 15 and a half, but I was dead completely. Now I don't feel that dead, but unless if I streamed, just because I started my stream around this time, maybe I was dead. But also I woke. No, I was dead also because I had 3 hours of sleep. When I was traumatized by my bank saying to me like, if you don't pay, you're gonna get a fine. So yeah, that was successful. Hopefully. After this, we're gonna go to a pizzeria. I like waking up around 6 a.m. It's a different experience. I mean, I used to wake up much more earlier than that, but I just can't get my body to be used to it. Like, sometimes I do crave a night stream and it just muddles up. Like, I feel like if I have my own room, as in, no, own room, I mean own house, I would buy 2 bedrooms, one for a studio and one for my just bedroom, because it's not worth having 2 rooms for one for gaming, one for studio. Unless if I have a team behind everything, which is very unlikely now, but yeah. I still rather have my house as a studio for now. Because whoever I know who has a studio in these these offices, they already had a contract with the main people behind the project, so I sometimes say it's worth doing it, but at the same time I'm like, nah. Let me see, if I'm gonna have a team, I'd rather have an office, but when I'm not gonna have a team, if it's just a team of 1 or 2 people, let them work remotely, but it's up to them if they want to come. Yeah. Let me change the titles to the thing. Stream.io. Okay, let another 5 minutes go until we consume this. For the meantime, let me try to charge my phone, if it's going to be possible, for the remaining time here. Did we pay? I don't remember paying. Like, even in Iran, I was like, I want to pay first. Like, I really want to pay first, but different concepts. I mean, like, that is more like a tradition over there to pay later, but oh yeah, let me do this first. only reason that I do not like my phone, and that's why I don't want to spend £200 on a wireless one. Damn, I just realised on thingy I cannot change it on YouTube when it's like, when it's on, it's kind of dumb, but I don't know. Was it hours or was it processed? It was processed. I'm hoping that the new thingy is here. Let me copy that in case, because I will forget it if it didn't. I sometimes kind of wish I had a notepad for these reviews, but at the same time I'm like, nah, less wait the better. But the problem about notepad, I probably might end up not even remembering what I wrote. What drink is that? Is that latte? You missed it, man. You missed it, Sarah. How's it going? We were at basically at our local museum, but it was basically Francesco's his favorite film. It's not regarding to Rust, by the way. We used to put it on his, he used to play the music a year ago as a goodbye and farewell situation, so okay, that is definitely drinking temperature for me. It's more the Italian vibes of coffees. But a lot better than the other places that we had it. Looks nice, exactly. I really wanted to make a video on the scene that with the fader for Franco, but I was like, nah, that's a bit too cheesy for me. That's a bit too cheesy. I was thinking to do it on Twitch, but I was like, nah, let's do it once he's actually back in the UK, or once we try to invite him over here. But the problem is, it's just like a 3 months kind of event. It's a free event, but yeah. How's it going yourself? So how many hours have we been streaming? Definitely not 32 minutes. What do I see? Friday. It doesn't feel like a Friday. Damn, we got free clips. God knows what it is about. It's because I am assuming it's because of that car. The other guy's car got buzzed the second that I opened my car. Not my actual car, but in the showroom. At least that was sensational, because usually whenever I go up in that car showroom, the only thing that I hate going up is the floors, until one of the cars just all of a sudden panic attacks. And yeah, that's it. And that's it, I don't know, man. But at least we saw they still had the old Cadillacs and old 100-year-old Rolls Royces. Some of British heritage, as well as a Maybach, Jaguar. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, let me actually restart the Twitch chat, because I don't know what's happening. Where the heck are you? I'm sure you can hear me, but it's like very silent in comparison to the ambience, which is probably alright. I could put it over there, but up there, you won't even hear me. I don't know. I sometimes feel like having a head mount, like for these small occasions. It's random, but I'm like, it could be an interesting view, because usually would be looking at whatever I'm looking at. But I think it would be a bit of a roller coaster. When will... Yeah, he said the 20th, which is Monday, so... But there's a possibility I might snipe Franco one day. In the summer days, I might come for a day trip without telling him, so... Be ready for that one. I still don't know if I can do it, but... I know how to do it, but I don't know what I'm going to do on the way back, because I'm probably going to do a not like a 24-hour stream, but like maybe like I really don't want to go and pay for accommodation. I'd rather get a bus around 5 in the morning, then come back, sleeping back in Glasgow, then come back on the following day, something like that. It's crazy, but why not? But it really depends, man. If I find somewhere, if one of my, if I'm gonna go to Franco, I don't know, man. I just see what's up with my friends, what they're up to, and these kind of stuff. Like major of my friends are not stream friendly. They'd rather not be on camera. I'm like, I don't know, man. Let's just spend with them separate than on stream. The only person that I know that is stream friendly is my niece. And I wish she was a bit older. That would be cool. Imagine, I'm just like thinking about the customer experience with another guy with another camera live streaming in Peckham. Meanwhile, Peckham is a pretty good area in comparison to another area. West End Adventures, my god. But I don't know what the heck I'm going to do in the daytime apart from food. Like I feel like I want to go to London for food because of one reason. Every time I've been there, it's always like Harrods is a waste of time if you've been there in the early days. I mean, like, not early days, but like, say 15 odd years ago, it felt like a luxury. Now it just feels like going to, I don't know who to refer to. USA. I feel like Walmart's is a bit too down, but like John Lewis is like a mid-range. Like you can get stuff for expensive prices, but it's like the TVs or this kind of stuff. But McDonald's, mom, like less than 10 grand UK back in the days. They used to launched a LG 65-inch. I think it was the first generation of, I don't know, but it was like 11 grand. But Dave, welcome. By the way, Dave, were you here earlier, or do I? Oh, my Alzheimer's kicking in right now. I remember you were here. You came around here when I was going to the car show, really. Where are you? Okay, I'm not like that. Where's Coco? Like the main thing that I really want to try from Franco is the tiramisu. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm into like desserts a bit too much. I think I will struggle on the mains. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit a starter, but I was here when you were checking out the cart. That confused.com. You mean the one that went off? I'm curious if you've done a screenshot, but I mean like a clip on that scene, because that scene was one of those like unexpected things that I was expecting. That's why I tried to avoid to go up there. Okay, I don't like this wire, but okay, let me try to light this place up. Let me do another sip. Hello? Salam. Kojas. Kojas. Ben diyorum. خود برو برو من واقعا دیگه مسخرتون من واقعا نمیام سفر برم نمیتونی خودت بری هنوز خیلی دورم از اونسان نمیتونم باشه خدافظ. Here's where did my sister go that she's that tired. I don't know about the creamy side. Definitely the milk ratio is way higher. I don't mind that because okay, that's it for now for the review side of things. I wanted to try the mushroom and kale. I think kind of stuff, I'm not sure about that one, but it looks good as well. Like my problem is the portions are big. I don't know, man. I feel like my stomach can't tolerate, especially considering the tiramisu as the main reason, the main dish that I don't mind to have a 2-course of the tiramisu. If he has burrata, that's also good because I haven't had burrata for ages. But I need to have a bit of energy for burrata. I mean, like, for example, today, maybe in the summertime, burrata will be a bit more room temperature and you can... You see what I'm having a hassle of? I know it's something to do with the finger inside of this, but also the white wire is a bit broken on the actual thing is cutting out. So maybe on Edinburgh, the only thing that we're not going to do regarding to food is that. But I don't know, should I do it before going to the museum, the castle, or after? I don't mind to do it after because I have time, but also I need to consider, is it the same way to go to that cafe or not? But I love it, like the past maybe 1 hour and a half into the start of the day, I felt like my legs are gonna be dead by now. No, my legs are like, they do have the tired sensation, but they're not dead. And that means that we're gonna go through the old route that I used to stream maybe like basically every single day, but like not that often. I'm gonna see it. Does this flavor change once it cools down? Because some coffees does do that, especially with some fermented Ethiopian coffee. I mean, those ones are so. Some of the Ethiopian ones are like drastically different. No, like a little bit different. It's usually the coffee just goes sour, but other flavors change. That makes it more interesting. Like when I tasted the coffee at that particular location, I probably done a review on it, but I wasn't too impressed for being fermented because I was expecting it from the hot side as well. The hot side didn't taste fermented until a frame changed when it was cold. Like this year, I barely had any iced filtered coffee. Last year I was doing it, but I was like, I hadn't had any good clear tasting coffee. It's all like the more muddier kind of styles of coffees that I've had, just because there wasn't any options, so. Plus I just wanted something that wasn't sweet, so I just went for it. I wasn't really in the mood of doing a review. Okay, let's put that a bit behind. I love it that this one that the power bank, this older one, is a fast charge. It's doing a better job on fast charging than this one that is brand new. I bought this because I thought I've lost my pink one, and my pink one all of a sudden is broken by 2 faults. It's broken. You need to keep on turning it back on. It's annoying for that reason, but it still works. It still has the same. It has the electricity of Iran still inside of it. So I'm more stoked about that. I was like, damn. I was expecting this to be drained that thing. But today is one of those days that I really don't mind a good foot massage. Not foot massage, I mean like, the muscles kind of part. Unless if we do a bit of mountain climbing, which there is, but it's not mountain, it's like maybe a 2-degree incline really, nothing much. Around there is a hill that we can go up to, but I cannot be bothered restarting the stream for it or going back for it, because the route that we're going to go now is a bit longer than that, so yeah. I'm just hoping that I won't require to wear my jacket. That's my avoidance for now. Let me see how many hours do I have left on this phone. I mean, I'm charging it, but 33 hours basically probably means 3 point. It basically means, for me, 3 hours and 46. It really doesn't mean anything else. It's not even 10 hours. But I'm just like hoping to not needing to buy another power bank to do like somewhat like a 24-hour stream in London for every time that I go. Not because of the weight, but because of if I want to stay in London Because I would be like, I don't know, man, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack on the sake of where to charge. And these are not like easy to charge. You need to charge them at least for 4 hours. But lately we barely saw any good cars. Interestingly, I mean good cars isn't plus 100k. Good looking cars we just saw, but yeah. But I miss going to the gym a lot. Let this thing reach up to, I don't know, 65 or 70%, and let's head. If the legs of this selfie stick didn't break, I would have continued this one, because the only thing that I paid for was this for 9 quid, which was a rip-off. Because the Insta360 one, no, it was something. It was one of those cameras. It had the same thing, but it was 1 centimeter shorter with fiber. It was a bit tighter, but I lost it somewhere. Like having those small kind of maintenance is good. In the next couple of years I do need to upgrade my equipment, not because of the sake of trend, for the sake of having working pieces. Because I'd rather spend whatever I've earned on a brand new not equipment, for swimming, for more for the sake of business. I'd rather focus on that. I just realized that I don't remember. I walked through the park right there on the way to. It was that fast that I was there. I don't know if my thingy died or but it's not easy to run these places, by the way. It's not easy, but at the same time I feel like it's fun as well. Like sometimes I feel like running a cafe is a fun job. I mean, like from everything, from supplying stuff and everything like that. The behind scenes more than a lot of lorries here are mainly DAFs, and it's the more entry level of the DAFs, but those the only DAFs that I've seen that is the hardcore ones are mainly those DAFs where it's obvious they use it between cities as a longer haul ones, which kind of makes sense, but yeah, you barely see Scanias, like brand new Scanias out on the roads, but Scania does look like an ancient looking truck, even for the newer models. looks like one of those like S classes or Maybachs in the truck, as in just how it looks from the exterior. So it's probably one of the safest because of the recent crash tests they done on those. It's a good 200 investment, so 200k. Why not? Like, I do like to know how much is a brand new truck. I'm not expecting it to be under 150k. Like almost 900,000 mile truck being 25 grand. It does sound to me like that's like, say if that was a car, 80,000 miles is a lot. But for a lorry, I feel that's like basically 80% of their life cycle. And you don't know how many thingies they had, drivers beforehand. But it didn't have any sat-navs. Not a big issue. We was just gonna go and buy a £1,000 iPad, but it's end of the day, it's better to get into the business as an agency, see what the job is before you go and get your own one. That's my plan if I do go towards that route. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm gonna go and try to get my thingy license, trailer license, in case if I need it for my concept. But just to make my cost down, I could get one of these like transport kind of vans and not get one. That would be amazing, but it depends if it's going to be the same price, why not? I would rather have less problems than more problems. 67%, okay. We're almost done as well. These seats are good, by the way. It doesn't make you leave. I mean, like, especially today, I feel like my I feel like usually my legs do become totally like dead as I'm not tired, but dead. I can't really move because of, I forgot the terminology. When your hand goes to sleep, that kind of form, it becomes like, what? If you try to walk or move, it feels like there's a lot of needles in you. I usually prefer to sit here, but some places that I know that the seats will do that to me, I'm just going to stand because it's way more easier and way more flexible as well. So if there's space to do it. Especially when I'm gonna end up any like first order, then go film. It's way more comfortable when stand first. But yeah. The good thing about the cafe is that whatever food they're making, it's not too strong within the cafe. There is a reminiscence of it, but it goes away. That's the good thing. adjustment, but at the same time it's a bit annoying. It's basically facing down to the underground, and that's the only problem that I don't like it for. But I've seen the footage on a DJI camera at night. It looks epic, man. And like, I was like, damn, that's good. Probably not good as my phone. No, I mean, like, it is good as my phone, but I mean, like, it's crystal clear. It's not smudged like my phone is. But I feel like my phone used to be better before the scratch thing, but yeah, let's drink that up and the camera is nice and warm. Good hand warmer. Like, I have another hand warmer which is my router, but my hands are already warm. My body is cold right now because I'm been sitting, but not a big issue yet. It depends how bad of an issue will it be in the next 5 minutes. I thought I accidentally pressed the play button, which will kill the stream. Okay, so far so good. Put that in my pocket. I do like to have a focaccia panini here one day, but once I get my job, because if I pay couldnt, it basically means we might be able to just buy 2 drinks in Edinburgh if we're lucky, because I don't know how much is the place that I'm thinking to go, so I'd rather not do it in Glasgow. But I'm also hoping the place is actually open, because some places, my favourite places in Glasgow, they're like doing holidays usually in the winter seasons. But even if we fail to go to like specific places in Edinburgh, we'll try to do something, like, even if it meant like we're gonna starve for 6 hours, I'm gonna try to walk somewhere. We'd try to go to the Scottish Museum and these kind of places. The problem is they shut very early. Like the Louvre on a Friday night shuts around, I don't know, does it reopen at 9 or does it shut at 9? Definitely shuts at 9. Like, how good is that, man? I mean, it's like a paid service, but still, I don't mind that. If it was even in Edinburgh, like £10, not £20, because already the Edinburgh Castle is not worth for 20, but the reason that we're going, because we paid a pound. Okay, let's go. Let's try to film the roof here. I really need to go back to the AC hotel. I wish that hotel lobby was a bit bigger. It had potential a lot, man. I wish the old Marriott gets demolished and becomes a AC hotel. I'm curious, how nice would that be? Other aspects of interior designs. For a 4-star hotel, it definitely has a good complementary kind of design, but also it almost has Amman hotel vibes in the simplicity of it. It feels more like a 5-star hotel. It feels way more expensive than Marriott, but maybe because I like the design, I see it worth it. But you think Barry would go to Glasgow? I doubt it, man. Like, I'm like 0.01% any tourist will consider Glasgow unless if they want to like have a party or something. Like, I dare you, they're gonna go to probably like St. Andrews worth going as a tourist, but I don't know about this season. I've been in this season, but not recently. In Inverness, maybe because of the Highland and Loch Ness stories and this kind of stuff, but Glasgow's a bit. If this was Edinburgh, these buildings were medieval, man. These Victorian Georgian buildings were a bit more like that, so we could have just like, I did not mind to go to Edinburgh, but I'm like, it's a risk, man. The risk is how you doing? I'm still alive. I'm not tired I'm not as tired as that day, and I did the same exact almost a miles steps, but I'm not that tired. That's good, because walking to Edinburgh is not great. If that's my challenge after my dissertation. But I need to see if April is going to be even bright around 3 in the morning. Not 3 in the morning, but like more like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5. I don't mind to walk a bit in the dark, but if it's like 30 minutes, I don't mind. But any more is a bit of a risk. I need to see the wave, because if I need to go through Easterhouse, I'd rather get a bus a bit. Some areas of Glasgow, you'd rather not go alone. I think Barry's up for me to stream Sniper, but I was like, maybe Rational would be a bit upset, because last time I tried to tell him, can I come and stream Snipe you? I had the potentials to do it, but I was like, nah, this guy seems like it's better, let me just leave him alone. I was about to do it, but I was like, let me first ask. Okay, let's go. I love it. You know, like sometimes, you know, like I don't know if you've been into a massage therapy before. Whenever they not stretch your legs, but like when they like squish your legs, it feels like they're stretching you. I just feel I really want something like that. It's been the past 3 or 4 years that not every time, but once a week, once a month, I do crave a good leg massage. It's painful, but in a good way. The worst thing is 10 minutes later, they're like, the dopamine no, their adrenaline kicks in so badly that you're like, why am I this caffeinated all of a sudden from a massage? But yeah, like I just see Glasgow as not still like a big touristy place. Still, whenever I still go to Edinburgh, I'm seeing a lot more tourists. Like, it's so obvious, man. Even like I've worked in a touristy place for a good 1 year. They were mainly groups of tourists so tourists barely any. It was more like tourists. I mean tourists as an international tourist. I don't mean like UK citizen tourists, domestic tourism. But unless if, I don't know if it's just because of Glasgow's infrastructure, it's absolutely wildly bad. Because Edinburgh, you have the bus or the tram, as in not getting a taxi to the airport. It's been like 20 years they've been cancelling the trams and everything, so even now I'm thinking, even if they do a tram service, it's going to be expensive. They need to basically do entire road closures in the entire city. It's better to do it underground, but unless if the soil is whatever is beneath us, it's not like, it's going to be like a hard kind of rock, not a soft rock, which will be like other environmental hazards of not landslides, but those holes that just appear out of nowhere. There's a possibility of that because of the vibrations of the train. But I think the only option is maybe like with the normal trains, not the subway trains, but the, I don't know, it's confusing to say it because in London the subway and the overtrains are the same thing. Okay, let's go, because let's go to the next spot and go with 1 hour. Damn, that's good. That's good. Whenever I'm seeing my stream being 1 hour in, I'm like, damn, finally Restream is working properly, because I am not sure what's it going to feel like on the day that we came for the Canon in Edinburgh, because last time there is footage on that day, but it's like a photo. It's like the first editions of filmography back in 100 years ago. You don't know if it was a video or was it a pixel, like a pixel kind of thing. Not pixelated pictures, slidable pictures. It was free mobile back in the days, and that is not fun. Yeah, where's this guy? Okay. Oh, let's see the weather's situation. I have an umbrella, but 30% next hour. Damn, that's spicy. That is spicy next hour. That's a bit emotional damage, but at the same time. Okay, let's go. The worst thing is I took out both of the things. Now I'm too lazy to do it. Take one back in. to that bit forward. Let me see. I definitely did not pay. Yeah, but is it been an hour that I can look for the red light. I love it, like Spotify's trying to get me to do try their premium for 2 months. I'm like, nah, I've already done that. Even as a paid customer, I would not mind. Like the only thing that I don't mind is Spotify premium. If you've seen my sleep music album, you'll understand why it's so important to have it without any ads. The other music is fine, but the other music's like typical pop or electronic, you don't mind a bit of ads, but sleep, you get a heart attack. If all of a sudden a bang becomes the ad. 2 years ago, Levano had a revolutionary like sound cancellation ad. It was squeaking a couple times ago, and I got back from that. Let me actually first pay us, because that's a bit too hard to be paying. Put it this way for now. feel like my temperature has drastically dropped for not walking. But the coffee was pretty good for Italian based. It's a miracle that the streamer hasn't died yet, but yeah. The prices even for soft drinks reasonable. I mean, for the sake of it, but these newer brands, they do look interesting, especially the middle one down there. Because they had enough time, but I'm curious about this coffee machine. It's one of those ones that, like, don't know. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, have a nice day.
You too. Okay, let's, okay. No problem. 143, damn. I was not expecting. Aló. خیلی هنوز دورم باشه نمیتونم دیگه پا میشکنه تا اون موقع ها؟ نه نمیتونم باشه خداحافظ. Damn, there's a lot of TH training vans and vans. I mean, like, I don't mind them because that's the only one that I know so far. But especially doing research, whenever I do research on one particular company, all of a sudden they exist. All of a sudden, and that's the hilarious thing about whatever I've done so far. No, that's not a good view. And the good thing about this place is because of where it's located strategically, plus students, plus locals like myself, I'm just hoping the foods is good, because I generally just focus on the other stuff, so that people are not really interested in. Let's go, let's go. that truck is going right anyway, so no outside or drink. I love it when it says it, but reality it sells it. I like to buy these pop versions, but next time once we get money. Let's go. I wish I should wear my jacket. I'm gonna walk the next time. I'm kidding. Like those chickens, those ducks don't look that big. That's my only concern. £20? No. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a good price, bad price. I mean, like, considering chicken is a £5, I mean, less than a tenner other places. I do understand this process is way more difficult to make, but I just don't know. I need to. Same cafe as before, but at least the place looks more. I mean, it doesn't have a spectacular design, but that's not my issue. If they do a good job, I don't care how bad the interior is, because if I go to Iran, I am definitely going to review the most dodgiest looking restaurants in that city, because damn, it looks freaking good, this stuff. The actual food. What is this? Is this a cafe? Damn. Morning roll with a coffee. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. I'm up for two things. But for $4.30, that sounds like a steal, even if it's bad quality coffee. But relaxation, only appointment. I think they do happy endings over there, so no wonder they got senior coffee. They're just a bit too overcharged. Once I get land high myself, I love his always Korean or Chinese. Didn't even go a bit closer to help bend, especially having a lack of storage.